Here we discuss the new topic added to the syllabus last year, which is the multipole expansion. So, first of all, we discuss the approximate potentials at large distances. Suppose we are very far away from a localized charge distribution, and this charge distribution looks like a point charge at a very large distance, and at a very large distance, the potential is approximately equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r. So, where q is the total charge of the charge distribution. So, if we are calculating the potential of the distribution at a very large distance, and this can be treated as a point charge. But if the total charge of the distribution is 0, then we know that near to this distribution, we can have potentials, because even though the total charge is 0, there are charges, and due to the distribution there may be a potential over here. So if the total charge is 0, then the potential at a large distance is not equal to 0, but it is approximately equal to 0. So, even though there is a charge, we know that at very large distance, the potential is approximately 0, or very, very, very small, even if this q is not 0. Okay. And now consider an electric dipole. So, we know that an electric dipole is two equal and opposite point charges separated by a small distance d. So now we have to find out the approximate potential at a distance far away from a dipole. So for that, consider a point P, which is at a distance r from the center of the dipole, and the center we draw a line from the center of the dipole to this point P, and this line makes an angle theta with respect to the dipole moment direction. So we know that the dipole moment is along from the negative charge to the positive charge, and let r plus as the distance from the positive charge plus q to the point P, and r minus is the distance from the negative point charge minus q to the point P. So now we have to calculate the potential here, and we have two charges here, and we know that the effective potential at this point is just the algebraic sum of the potential due to the charge plus q and the potential due to the charge minus q, and therefore we can write. So therefore V of r here is the sum of V plus and V minus. V plus is the potential due to the positive point charge, and it is 1 over 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by r plus, and V minus is plus 1 over 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q divided by r minus. So now from the law of cosines we can see that r plus is equal to r plus square is equal to so we have a triangle like this. The two sides are this side is having a dimension d by 2, and this is r, and the third side, an angle between them is given. So the third side square is equal to r square plus d by 2 whole square minus 2 r into d by 2 cos of angle between them. So you are already familiar with the law of cosines, and therefore you can write r plus square is equal to r square plus d square by 4, and 2 cancels over here, and we have minus rd cos theta. And similarly, we can have an expression for r minus square. So r minus square forms the side of this triangle, and two sides are given, and the angle between them is 180 minus theta. Have d by 2 square plus r square plus r into d by 2 cos 180 minus theta, which is minus cos theta. So minus minus will be plus over here, and we have r minus whole square is equal to r square plus d square by 2 plus rd cos theta. So now we have expressed r plus and r minus in terms of the distance r. So r is the distance from the center of the dipole to the point P, so which is only given, and we don't know the values for r plus and r minus. So we have represented this r plus and r minus in terms of r and theta. Theta is already given. Theta is the angle made by this r with respect to the dipole moment direction. Okay. So for simplifying, we can take r square outside this as a common factor. So this is r plus square is equal to 1 plus d by 2 by r square. That is d by 2r whole square minus d, r and r cancels, and there is now r over here, d by r cos theta. Okay, but we know that the distance d is very small compared to the distance r. So a dipole is two equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance, and r is much greater than d, and therefore d by r is much less than 1, and therefore we know that the square of that quantity is again less than 1. So this is a very small fraction, and the square is very small, so we can neglect this, and therefore we can write r plus square is equal to r square multiplied by 1 minus d by r cos theta. Okay, so neglecting this, and therefore r plus is equal to, taking root, we can have r into 1 minus d by r cos theta. So similarly, we can have an expression for r minus. R minus is equal to r into 1 plus d by r cos theta. So now we can substitute this in the expression for v plus and v minus. V plus is 1 over 4 pi epsilon 0 q into 1 over r plus. And so 1 over r plus here is equal to 1 over this quantity. So that is, sorry, I have forgotten to put raised to half here. We have to take root also here also, and therefore we can write 1 over r plus is 1 over r into 1 over this quantity. So 1 over this quantity can be written as 1 minus d by r cos theta raised to minus half. 1 minus d by r cos theta raised to minus half. So using binomial expansion, we can write this as 1 over r. We know that 1 minus x whole raised to n can be approximated as 1 minus nx if x is very small. So therefore we can write 1 over r into 1 minus will be plus 1 plus d by 2r cos theta. So similarly, 1 over r minus can be written as 1 over r into 1 minus d by 2r cos theta. So now we know that the total potential at this point P is equal to V plus plus V minus, which is in turn equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 over R plus minus 1 over R minus. So substituting the values of 1 over R plus and 1 over R minus, we get this is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 over R into 1 plus D by 2 R cos theta minus 1 minus D by 2 R cos theta. 1 and 1 cancels and minus here will be plus. So there will be 2 into D by 2 R cos theta. So we have Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 over R into 2D cos theta by 2R. 2 and 2 cancels and we have the final potential is equal to QD cos theta by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. And we know that Q into D, one of the charges in the distance between the two charges, is nothing but the magnitude of the dipole moment, which is represented as P. So V equal to P cos theta by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. So we know that the potential of a single point charge varies as V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R. So it is related to or proportional to 1 over R. But the potential due to a dipole is proportional to 1 over R square, the reciprocal of the distance square. So we have seen that the potential of a monopole varies as 1 over R, monopole or a single point charge. And the potential of a dipole varies as 1 over R square. So as R increases, this potential falls more rapidly than the potential of a point charge. So the variation is 1 over R square, and therefore, so if 1 over R varies like this, 1 over R square varies more steeper than this, or it goes to 0 very fast. So it falls off more rapidly than the potential of the point charge. Okay. And now we put together a pair of equal and opposite dipoles. So this combination makes a quadrupole. And we can see that the potential of a quadrupole varies as 1 over R cube. And suppose we place 2 back-to-back quadrupoles. So this combination makes an octopole. And we can see that the potential of an octopole varies as 1 over R to the power 4. Okay. So the potential of the monopole varies as 1 over R. So if there is only one point charge here, it varies as 1 over R. For a dipole, it varies as 1 over R square, and for quadrupole, it varies as 1 over R cube, and for the octopole, it varies as 1 over R to the power 4. So suppose we have an arbitrary charge configuration. So it contains many charges, and therefore we can have an expansion for the potential of an arbitrary localized charge distribution. So we can have the expansion in powers of 1 over R. So here in this module we discuss the expansion of the potential of an arbitrary localized charge distribution in powers of 1 over R. This method is generally known as the multipole expansion. So in the multipole expansion, we represent the potential of a distribution as powers of 1 over R. So this is a systematic expansion of the potential of an arbitrary charge distribution in terms of the powers of R. So okay, we discuss the expansion in the next class. Okay, thank you.